If you're thinking of starting a business and you haven't done it yet, then this video is exactly what you need to hear right now.
You know that this right here forever. And there will be no surrender. This right here forever.
I remember when I retired from the NFL, right? Football's done, and I'm like, what in the world do I do with my life? And I had one of two options. I could go get this job, or I could go start into the business world. The safe thing was to go get the job, but my heart called me. Like, if you've watched any of my other videos here, or you've read any of my books, or if you listen to my podcast, you know Satema talks about feeling called, like something pulls me that way. And when I came out of the NFL, I was like, job, comfort, security, paycheck, business, being an entrepreneur, like doing my thing and going after what I want. Well, you know what I did, like I went this way. And before you start your business, you've got to start with this one critical thing. It is the thing that has allowed me to make a lot of money. It has allowed me to make millions upon millions of dollars. It's allowed me the freedom, the lifestyle. It's allowed me to impact and influence thousands, tens of thousands, even into the millions. What is that one question? And it is simply this: why? Why? Why would you start your business? You know, what would drive you to go do the business entrepreneurial thing? And right now, you might be in a place where you're like me, post NFL, like maybe you're even in a job right now, but your heart's calling you. There's something that you're like, man, I really want to do this thing. And I can't even tell you all the reasons. You know, right? It keeps you up at night. You see other people and you're like, I could do that. I could totally do that better than them. And yet you're in your job and you're comfortable and you're afraid. The greatest way to start is simply ask why. Why do I want this? Why does this matter? You see, the last thing I want to have happen is you stay comfortable. Now look, you staying comfortable, I'm gonna eat. Satema knows where Satema's going. So do my colleagues, so do my clients. So if you choose not to, look, I'm gonna move, but here's what I want you to consider. Let's say you stay comfortable. Let's say you stay in your job. Let's say that you're there and you're like, I'm too afraid and I'm just gonna, and you get older and your kids grow up and your kids are like, hey dad, hey mom, you keep preaching. You keep telling me, go get your dreams, son. Go get your dreams, sweetheart. But did you go get your dreams? I never wanted that to happen. I never wanted to be the parent that would look at my kids and tell them one thing and then not do that. I wanted my kids to say, I hear you, Dad. I see you, Dad. I feel you, Dad. Thank you, Dad, for showing me that it's possible. So again, go back to why. What's your why? Right, Simon Sinek wrote a book called Starts with Why. Right, that why that we ask over. Why? 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 And I will tell you my why. My why is what I call my holy cause. It is the thing that drives me to take the risks. It is the thing that causes me to get up early, go to bed late, to make the investment, to write the checks, to keep sacrificing, to keep going, to get knocked down, to get back up. That why, my holy cause, has allowed me to move mountains. My why is simple. It is my beautiful wife. It is my 3 sons, my family. My family is my holy cause. Right? Even my parents, like I wanted my family to know, my wife and my kids, to be able to say, yes. My dad not only taught me, my husband not only told me, he not only shared with me, he lived it. He made the risk, like he took the steps, he made the quantum leaps. Yes, we failed along the way, but my dad showed me. What's your holy cause? What's your why? Look, you're in a comfortable job. Life is amazing, but you feel called. The thing that's gonna get you to take that step, right? The thing that's gonna get you to take that leap is your why. And I've known so many people, my clients especially, they come to our space, they have these big dreams, and all I do is ask them, Why? What would cause you to go for it? Why? Why is it a must? Why is it a must now? With tears coming down their face, they're like, and they tell me, my family, like my spouse, my stand before God, they all have a different why, but your why is the most important why because it's yours. My friend, my brother, my sister watching this, find your why. Be honest about it. And let that why, what we call a holy cause, drive you. Drive you to do the work, drive you to make the investments, drive you to break through out of your comfort zone, drive you to get uncomfortable, drive you to do the work that most people who never dare greatly, they won't do, but you will because you have a holy cause. And I promise you, it will change everything. Your posterity, your legacy, generations, the people that you're gonna impact, they will say, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you took a chance. I'm so glad that you lived your dreams. I'm so glad that you took the steps because they will say you changed my life. I've had people tell me, thank you, Satemo, for getting up after you got knocked down, for reinvesting, for taking those steps, for getting through those hard times. Because Satemo, you changed my life. And I know someone out there is waiting. They are waiting for you to take that step, to dig deep, to get the why, and to go. So here's what I want you to do. Listen, take that next step, which is why. Now, can you imagine this? Let's say you get clear on your why, and it becomes holy, and it becomes a crusade, a mission, a purpose. And you just, ready? You take that next step. There's a domino effect, there's a cascading domino effect. Because you took your why, you impacted this person over here in your community. And then they took their why and they impacted 5 people. And those 5 people took their why and they impacted 1,000 people. And all of a sudden, the ripple effect of you doing your why, you taking that step, that leap of faith, triggers and like a home to a community to a state to a country to the world, and the world to generations that come up inside of asking why, what would be possible. If you want to change the world, start with why and take the step. And if you know right now there's someone who needs to hear this, I ask 2 things. Number 1, you start first. Number 2, tag them, share it on. Let's go change the world together. Tag them, share it, and you take that first step by asking why. Until next time, I'm out.